So we got another top 5 for you today. I'm going to challenge Alex, see what the top 5 healthiest fast food restaurants are. See if he can guess what ChatGPT is throwing out there and what they recommend based on voting here. And then once we come up with those topics or those top places, if we share some in common or we've actually been to those ones, we can share kind of what we order there as well, man. So what do you think? What are the top 5 healthiest fast food places in the US is what I put.
Yeah. One that comes to mind is, I don't know if Chick-fil-A is on there.
That's number 5. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Chick-fil-A, what comes to mind there is like that I've heard that their chicken is like more quality, right? And they like what I just think about is they do have like grilled chicken options, right?
Yep.
That's a lot of times what you get at chicken places is the fried stuff, which is just going to be loaded with calories, loaded with fat, loaded with a lot of extra stuff. And I think that's what the hard part is with fast fooding places is that there's just tons of, a lot of times they're just trying to get their prices out there like as cheap as possible. So they're using like, their chicken and their different meats are not even actual meat, right? It's just a bunch of garbage thrown into whatever. And then you don't even know what you're getting at the end of the day. But I will say I do not eat at Chick-fil-A very often. I don't eat very much fast food, actually. This is not something that I do. My job does like there's some days that I have to eat like on the go. And I'll kind of just start it off with this. Like some of the places that I generally go are Chipotle. I don't know if that's on the list as well.
That's number 1.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's my go-to spot is Chipotle.
Yep.
And but let's backtrack to Chick-fil-A. Is that some place that you eat?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like we have two, like based on what direction I leave the house, we have one about equal distance both ways. So it's like, and to your point, I don't have these often. These are like when I'm in a pinch, like if I'm coming back from a long day fishing or something, we don't have dinner planned, or like we're on the run going to the airport. These are like one-off scenarios where I'll do it. But our go-to is like, we'll do the grilled chicken nuggets. We usually do a 30 count and we split 15 and 15. That's one of our go-to options right there. Easy way to get simple, high protein. And it's a grilled option, right? We do that. And then they also have like this egg white grilled chicken breakfast sandwich too. So depending on what time you go there, it's like really good. I never thought of like that combo before Chick-fil-A. And so like doing the egg white plus a grilled chicken breast on a sando for breakfast is just like, it's bomb, dude. So that's another one of my go-tos. And then since if I do have the calories to play with, like what I'll do personally is I'll allow myself like a medium fry, those are around like 400 calories. I just know off the top of my head. It's like I can have like the grilled option. And then if I have more calories to work with, depending on where I'm at on the day and in my journey at that phase, I'll allow myself like a medium fry. Where you have to be careful is the sauces. The sauces add up quick, right? So people forget like calories are in the sauces as well, right? So if you're getting dipping sauce, and they're like super generous with like the sauces that they give you too. So while you're thinking like, oh, I got this super lean meal and I'll get one of every sauce here, right? Like your calories just went back up over 1,000 easy, right? So you just have to pay attention. I think the buffalo one's super low. I want to say that's like 20 calories. It's like 15 or 20 calories, something like that. So like there are more calorie friendly sauces. The Chick-fil-A sauce is a little bit higher. So you have to just pay attention to that stuff. Most of the time I'll just go no sauce. And so that way, you know exactly what you're getting. But yeah, man, that's kind of, those are my staple go-to orders. They have like fruit cups. They do have like kale salad options that are still pretty good. Like you can get some alternatives there, man. They have grilled chicken sandwiches. Of course, you can get it with, if you're really crunched on calories, you can get it with no bun. Like there's options. You can get creative with it. So, yeah, man, those are kind of my go-to orders for Chick-fil-A.
Well, I'd say I haven't been there in ages, so I can't even tell you what my go-to order is there. But Chipotle is a place I can definitely tell you what I get, because I'm actually a burrito guy there. So like if you're thinking about like calories in your then bowl is probably the move, right? If you're like trying to get lower calories, and I have done that when I'm in places where I'm really going at goals, and so I always get double meat too. And the key is like I try to get double meat without getting double meat, where I tell them a meat that I want. Yes. And I also get chicken. It's like, and then they'll throw some chicken. So I'm a barbacoa guy. Barbacoa is my go-to.
Yeah.
And then I get barbacoa and chicken generally is
Nice.
like my go-to. And then I'm a pretty simple guy. I'll get barbacoa chicken, cheese, like that corn and lettuce. That's
Yep.
kind of my go-to. I don't get beans. Not a big like salsa guy. I'm not a huge sauce guy in general. And so I just make a simple burrito. It's I think that the biggest thing is the burrito, like the actual tortilla is a lot of calories. So like if you are trying to go there and be conscious of calories, I would say just maybe go with a bowl instead. And you could also get like a tortilla on the side and use some of it if you wanted to.
Well, so that's exactly what I do. So depending on how many calories I do, I'll get the bowl. I'll go double meat, like you said. I'll usually go double chicken. Um, I'll get either fajita veggies. Like I'll keep it pretty lean. Like I may, depending on what I got calories to work with, will kind of dictate what I order there. And then what I always do is like, if you do want the burritos, you can get the tortilla on the side, right? Like
Yeah,
they give you the tortilla on the side. That's always a hack as well, instead of you ordering the burrito. But it's kind of just whatever you have to work with on that day. But yeah, those are great options. Double protein, making sure you're getting that in, allowing yourself to not go crazy like on the cheese and all that. Like those calories add up super fast. And real quick, off the top of my head, if I remember correctly, I want to say Chipotle tortilla is like 400 to 600 calories,
yeah,
just the tortilla, which is wild. So like you got to keep that in mind. It just kind of depends on what you got to work with, for that day.
exactly. Yeah, so that's good there. Like one thing about Chipotle, it's expensive.
Yeah.
You can
Same
get
with
out.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, and so like that. But I mean, if you're looking for something quality, and you're gonna have to pay a little bit for it. So that's number one. I don't know. Uh,
It's 320. Sorry, it's 320 for the
okay,
tortilla.
still a pretty
So
decent
still,
amount.
you're looking, it's a good amount.
Yeah, they're huge tortillas. But
They're massive. Yeah.
so we got one is Chipotle, five is Chick-fil-A.
Yep. We got one and
Uh,
five.
I don't know what if this would be on the list, but Salad and Go, is that on the list?
No, we don't. So the one that's on the list that I've never heard of is Sweet Green.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Yeah, I've heard of that place. Yeah. So Sweet Green.
Okay.
So it's almost like a Chipotle, but like salad options almost.
Okay.
Right. So have you ever had, so there's Sweet Green and then there's,
Qdoba.
well, Qdoba is like a Chipotle, right?
Yeah.
So, but Sweet Green is kind of similar to this place. There's this place,
It says it's got whole food ingredients, lean proteins, and a huge variety of greens and grains. So like it says some of the healthier picks are blackened
Crispin
chicken
Green.
bowl.
So there's
No.
there's
Yeah.
a place called Crispin Green in Minnesota that I would go to, and it's
Uh-huh.
like Sweet Green, where
Okay.
you go and it's not burritos, it's like bowls and like salads, and so
Oh,
you can
cool.
you can
Yeah.
customize it with protein options and different stuff, and they also do you pick your your dressing and they'll like shake it up for you and make it. It's really good, fresh stuff. So that is a good spot. Um, and then the other two. So that what
Yeah.
was Crispin Green? Which one was that?
Crispy, Sweet Green was number two, is what they
Sweet
call
Green
it.
was
Yeah.
number two. Okay,
We got
so now
one
we're on to
Chipotle, two
three and
Sweet
four.
Green or Crisp Green, and then five is Chick-fil-A. We still got three and four.
Three and four. And are these like main? Give me a few hints here on
They
this.
are. They're super mainstream. However, you don't really necessarily think food when you think these two places right away. It's more like coffee pastry type. But
Oh, is it Starbucks?
Starbucks, yep. So
Yeah.
Starbucks
Okay.
is number four.
I
Yep.
actually like I am a big fan of their stuff there.
Yep.
Whenever if I want to get something for breakfast, I will go to Starbucks and get
Same.
them. They have a nice burrito there. I
Yep.
love that they show you the calories and the protein as well. So
Yes.
and they have those egg white deals there
Turkey
as well.
bacon, egg white sando is my go-to.
Yeah.
320 calories for the whole thing.
And they
Right.
have
So
those egg white Starbucks. Let me see,
egg
white,
bites.
egg
Egg
bites, yeah,
bites.
egg
Yeah.
bites, exactly, egg white
Yep.
bites. And so yeah, that's a great spot if you're looking for,
Mm-hmm.
and it pretty reasonably priced if I'm not mistaken. It's like $5 to $7 maybe for a
Yep.
sandwich, or it's a quality. I'm always a fan of that. I don't know if it's like that quality because they do just like warm it up in a thing. I don't
Yeah.
know if, you know how like what the
But they
deal
have
is.
calorie friendly options, man. Like that's
Yeah,
most places don't, you know, like especially
exactly.
a place like them. You think since they have like 1,000 calorie drinks that they wouldn't have like good breakfast sandos and burrito options like that, but they actually do. And
Yeah.
I always, that's like my go to, especially at the airport when you're on the run,
Oh
like,
yeah.
you know, get a little coffee, get a little breakfast sando, like perfect.
I would say that 95% of the time, or maybe it's better, maybe it's closer to like 80% of the time when I get Starbucks and I get their food, it is at an airport. Like
Yeah, dude.
that is
Seriously.
exactly
Yeah.
what it
Yeah.
is. Okay, so we got that. Then the last one is four, right? Number four.
The last one, Starbucks was 4, so we need
Right.
number 3.
Three. And
But
this is
think
kind of
think on the same lines as that. Like
on the same lines, like they're more of like a drink place.
they're
Um
more like pastry. Like that's what I think of when I think of this place. Like
uh Dunkin' Donuts.
no, but I don't know if they have good options. I don't know if we have those out here. Yeah, but I haven't really been there.
Is
This one
it
might be tough. Go ahead.
is it like it's on the coffee side of things or is it on
No, I don't think you can get. No, you can't get coffee there. But they're more known for like their soups and salads and like
oh Panera, is
pastries.
it Panera Bread?
Yeah. Panera.
Okay.
Yeah. So Panera Bread's number 3. So here's our list real quick. So we got Chipotle's number 1, Sweet Green, or the other name that you said, uh,
Crisp and green. Yeah.
Chris.
Or
Yeah,
there's
okay,
like there's a
Crispy
ton of
Green.
different if there's a green in it, it's probably
All
the
right,
same one.
all right. 3 was Panera Bread. 4 was Starbucks. 5 was Chick-fil-A. What do you get at Panera Bread? Do you have like a common go to there?
um yeah, like sandwich, salad, you know, that kind of like our sandwich and soup or
Yep.
salad. You know, like I've kind of that's kind of what I was gotten there.
Yeah, you could do
Um,
like the half and half too, right? Like you do like the half
yeah,
sandos and soup or something like that. Like, and they have lower calorie options as well. So like, I could see why that's on the list for sure.
and I'll say that. So I don't get Panera very often. I have that's kind of a place that in an airport that's a lot of times is in an airport. You know, so
Yeah,
like it is somewhere if I'm like trying to err on the side of be like getting something that's a little bit more healthy and nutritious, I'll go there and just get like a salad, you know, something like that, like a chicken salad. Um, and what I would say is, so one place that Marissa and I get just about every week, actually, it's not, I don't even, I don't even think about it as like fast food. It's like we just get takeout from there
yeah.
about once a week. It's called Wildflower. I don't know if you've ever had that down. I think
No,
it might just be a, but it's like a fresh, it's kind of like it's a very fresh, let's see what locations, like they have a ton of them around Phoenix. And maybe it is just strictly a Arizona
well, you
place.
guys
You can
also got Protein Kitchen down there too, right?
protein kitchen. I don't know if I've never been there, so I don't know if that's a thing. But yeah, it looks like this is just strictly Wildflower is just an Arizona thing. They have tons of locations in Arizona, and then I don't know if Salad and Go is a place that that you're familiar with. This might just be down here as well, or maybe it's just like in the southwest. But that is another place. Like at Wildflower, you can get like we always get salads, or like we'll get like a sandwich with soup, but they have like really fresh ingredients, quality stuff. And and then Salad and Go has quality stuff as well, like smoothies and green drinks and salads, burritos. They have breakfast options, stuff like that, and it's very cheap. It's like very reasonably priced for a low amount. So for anybody out there, like if you're happen to be traveling down in Arizona or live down in Arizona and you haven't yet tried Wildflower or Salad and Go, and you're in a pinch or you're on it, but Salad and Go too, or a Wildflower is just, we just eat that all the time because we love it and it's right down the street. It's a half a mile away. So we'll
Yeah.
just go
Pro
take out more in a pinch.
Yeah, Protein House is what I was thinking of, not kitchen. Sorry, Protein House. Like you can
Protein.
literally go there, customize it. They're in Arizona too, so like
Oh, okay.
check them out, dude. Like I remember going there. You can literally customize to your macros, like what you wanted there at that place. Like
Oh, yeah.
I remember
There's a
going
lot of
there
them.
when we. What's that?
There's a lot of them around here. Yeah.
Yeah, so that one's super popular down there. I remember when we were at Coaching Con, people were coming back with Protein House bags, and I was like, what the heck? Like, where is this and what is this all about? You know? And they're like, dude, you can literally order based on your macros. They have pre-made meals, like whatever you want. And they're only in that Arizona area. I think they got one in Gilbert. They got them,
No, they're
kind of all
actually
around.
everywhere now. It looks like they've expanded. They're in Florida,
Oh, really?
Sacramento, California. They're
Oh,
in
sweet.
Texas.
Oh,
different
cool.
places in Texas and California, Indiana, Massachusetts, Las
Oh
Vegas,
shit.
Missouri,
Okay.
Wisconsin. Yeah.
Nice.
So they actually do have places, even Des Moines, Illinois, Des Moines, Iowa, Bismarck, North Dakota.
Oh
Yeah, so they're
wow.
actually all everywhere. I'm seeing right here. So yeah, that could be a good. I'll have to try that place. I've never.
I'm
Gone.
surprised, dude. Yeah, it's popular down where you're at. So yeah, give that a shot. And I think you got some right there in Phoenix too.
Yeah, it looks like right next to us, probably within 15 minutes. It looked like there was a location. So yeah, we got a good option there. But yeah, I mean, this is good. I love these episodes are fun. Like, hopefully you guys got some good tips of just places, just out even outside that top five that you can utilize, and then just some things that you can utilize there. Right. I think it's always nice to have places in mind if you need to. Maybe you're like us where you don't eat out too much, or you don't get fast food too much. Or I don't like, I guess I have certain things that I consider fast food and I have certain things that I don't in my
Yeah.
mind. I know Chipotle is fast food, but I guess I've always kind of thought of like it's a little bit more quality, right? And so maybe that's just my mental thought on it. But hopefully this helps you next time you are out and about and need a place. You can kind of gauge on different options in the area and know that you're getting something that's a little bit more quality. But if you did enjoy this, make sure just share with a friend. Follow us so you don't miss our future Tuesday, Thursday episodes that we drop every single week. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and we will be talking to you soon.